In last week's video, you saw Kate, despite her business being on business growth trajectory, was strapped for cash and was struggling to pay her staff and suppliers. If only she knew what I'm going to share with you today in today's video, she wouldn't be having sleepless nights, headache, and the fear of losing her best employees and possibly going out of business. So keep watching. Hi, I'm Shishir. I'm financial scaling coach for ambitious, hungry, creative, stressed out female entrepreneurs who wants to scale the business steadily but sensibly, just at the right speed. This video is a continuation of last week's video where we looked at case cash flow situation and I shared the best practices of cash flow management for every business owner in her situation. If you haven't watched that video yet, I suggest you go ahead and do that first to get the context right. I'll add the link above. In today's video, we'll look at what her specific situation was for Kay and what we did together to solve a cash flow problem using 7-step process and where she's right now. Where she was, for context, Kay's business is profitable and is growing, but she doesn't have cash to justify the profit she is making. That's why she's struggling to pay her staff and salaries. If you are in a similar situation in your business where you have profits but no cash, by the end of the video, you'll know exactly how to solve your cash flow problems where you have profits but no cash in your business. What we did together. Step number 1, establish Kay's current cash position. We did it by preparing a cash flow statement. Establishing cash position is the first step you should take in order to solve cash flow problems, because then you have clarity on what's going on in terms of cash flow in your business. But struggling entrepreneur doesn't do that. She looks at her bank balance first. We looked at her cash flow situation and found out her cash runway is not even covered for 1 week. A healthy cash flow balance is covered at least for 12 weeks. Step number 2, communicated with suppliers to let them know of payment delays. Some of the suppliers are small-time operators, then rely heavily on payments from her for their day-to-day running of the business as well as covering their personal expenses. So it is really important for them to get paid first and also to pay all the suppliers by the due date as soon as possible so that their work-life balance is not disrupted. So we communicate with them to let them know that the payment will be delayed by 14 days this time. Thanks to this clear communication and expectation, they were happy to wait for additional 14 days. It wasn't tough for them to realize the importance of Kay's business success because their business also depends on it. I call it cousin share theory, where small cousin is affected by big cousin situation. If one business grows, then the business who depends on it also grows, and vice versa. Step 3, prepare profit and loss statement as well as cash flow statement to approach a few banks. Kay wasn't sure about this. She asked, she said, I don't like debt. It makes me so anxious and worried. I've always run my business based on what I have. Kay, we have to understand the difference between a good debt and a bad debt. You have good debt. When using good debt, you make more than what you pay interest for, and you have bad debt when you don't have any return on investment that coming back to you, or you earn less than what you pay interest for. So in business, that it could be good debt that if it helps you to grow your business or save your business, because once your business is on track, then it is an income generating asset that will continue to give for a long time. A good debt and a bad debt is one of the principles that I teach in my program. In one of the modules of becoming a cash flow champion, where L stands for leverage. So to become a cash flow champion and scale your business, you have to leverage someone else's cash. In order to use the idea of leverage for Kate advantage, we approached few banks for best deals. Within 2 weeks, we were able to negotiate overdraft facility rather than a loan. We went for overdraft facility instead of loan because we only have short-time needs, and we got the overdraft facility in place at interest rate of 2.25%. Step 4, ensure effective and efficient credit control. Every Monday, Kay would receive a list of debtors who owes her the money. Then she would delegate the task to her associate so that the payment is collected on time. With credit control in place, which is working, Kay could match her future cash inflow to cover future cash outflow so that it doesn't happen again in her business like in current situation where you have profit but no cash to pay suppliers and salaries. Step 5. Do bi-weekly payment run. In order to arrive at this position, we set up an internal process in place to have invoices done and sent to our clients at the end of the month, every month, and also follow up with clients to ensure that they have received invoice and it is scheduled to be paid in their next payment run. This helped her to organize her supply payment run by matching up with future cash outflow based on the timing and the amount of cash inflow. Step 6. Project a cash flow for the next 12 weeks. Once we prepare cash flow statement for the last 3 months, we notice patterns of cash inflows and cash outflows. This gave us an idea to do future cash flow projection. With future cash flow projection done, Kay was able to visualize what her cash flow projection would look like in 3 months' time today. And Kay said, Shishir, now I know whether I can afford to go on holiday in 3 months' time without worrying about I have enough money to pay all my bills or not when I'm back. I never had this level of clarity, which was really good to know. Step 7. Recommended diversifying her client base. Kay operates a high-end beauty therapy business for wealthy people, still which suggested she could have a mixture of clients as well as products so that if certain segment of customers do not buy for whatever reason, then she could tap into another customer segments or products. To put this into practice, she could sell makeup products as well as partner with other businesses who are operating in different geographical locations. Where she is now, Kay is much happier now. She feels in control of the situation and doesn't have the sleepless nights anymore. She said to me, Shishir, I'm now in peace as I feel like I have clarity and control and confidence which was lacking before. I feel so happy for Kay because cash flow problems no longer occupies a big space in her head and she can focus on good things in her business as well as her personal life. If you are thinking that you could also benefit from having similar support, then I'm excited to announce that I'm launching a Financial Scaling Summit 10K a month program in January 2021. If you're interested to find out more and curious that how it all works and is it right for you, then click on the link in the description below to get on the waiting list. If you got value from this video, then like it and share it. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss out on future new videos which I publish every Tuesday at 4 p.m. GMT. Your comments are my oxygen, so don't forget to comment below. I respond to them all. Now, I would like to turn over to you. Do you think you can use the steps that I mentioned in the video to strengthen your cash flow position? Let me know by leaving a comment below.